Alrighty guys, this is Zerg Gaming and today we are going to be casting another Kerrigan Survival pre-made match. But of course, before we start, I'm going to have to remind you that the best way to support the channel by far is to subscribe, because we are on the way to 1000 subscribers. And also, if you want me to cast your own Kerrigan Survival replays, you can always share them in my Discord. The link is in the description, and if they're really fun, I might end up casting them on this very channel. Now, let's see what this game has to bring us. We have Smith Bar with the Ascendant. We have Tryptophan with the Team Nova. We have Lumnios with the Spirit. We have Ryoshima with the Spirit again. We have Espresso with the Ascendant. We have CSI with the Prophet. We have Tralala with Stukov, and then we have Lumnios with Stukov. And then on the other side, ironically, we have one Lumnios as Kerrigan and then the other Lumnios as Zagara. Okay, and Nova gets out. Nova camped next to the Nidal Swarm, but then she just recoiled. I guess she farmed pretty well there. Yeah, she's got like 18 gas, so that's decent. Now both of these guys are called Lumnios, so I'm just gonna be calling them like Kerrigan and Zagara. There are so many like Lumnioses in this game. We have the Spirit. We have, who else was Lumnios? You know, there is a fourth one, and they Stukov Lumnios. Yeah, this is very weird. I'm not even sure why these guys are called Lumnios. Lumnios is the main developer of the map, or the ex-developer of the map. I'm not really sure who's the current one, but Lumnios is the guy who really popularized the game. And we have 4 of the people with the same name. Yeah, this is his name. Now Kerrigan's gonna try and go first for one of those outposts. He's gonna go for an outpost, nothing too crazy. We should actually try to scan some income, because I can hear each time the scans are getting used. Okay, she does find the income without actually scanning. Yeah, poor Ryoshima. He's gonna lose his markets, not being able to salvage them. So most of the income is just gone. The NG strat kek. What NG strat? This person is now Ascendant. He cannot use any like NG strat. Now look at this. Now Lumnios is gonna try to use a link ball to defeat Stukov. He will manage to force a salvage on those structures, but nothing else. They're not gonna be able to actually destroy his income. Now Espresso trying to farm with like one hybrid destroyer for some reason. He's gonna destroy the buildings he used to build it, and he's just gonna try to farm with it. I mean, this is pretty interesting. Yeah, this is pretty creative, trying to use one of these destroyers to farm, because they can one-shot Zerglings if they are not upgraded. Okay, so this is a pretty smart way to farm. I haven't really seen this before, so this is a very interesting strategy he's gonna use here. Now Lumnios is gonna try to get markets in the middle of the road. I mean, this is not a good idea, because they could get discovered by one random Zergling and then destroyed easily. Like way too easily. So the guy, yeah, he will have to reposition. That is not a good spot for anything. Okay, Lumnios is gonna try and use another link ball to hopefully go. Yeah, he's gonna try and rally them towards the Ascendant's income, but that's not gonna work, because the Prophet is gonna use the explosive word. Now this is an older version as far as I can see, and the explosive word does detonate right away. As far as you like press it, it just detonates. Okay, now the guy Kerrigan's gonna try and go after Spirit once again. Yeah, poor Lumnios Spirit is having a really hard time. Yeah, I know this is an older version. A couple of you pointed that out in my other casts, but I don't think there's any problems with the older versions, because the strategies for the most part are the exact same. Yeah, even the map layout is different. Do you remember when this was a thing? Like this weird line of terrain, and then the top right was completely empty. Yeah, I do recall that. I think that was about like 4-ish months ago. I'm not even sure when, because I know there was a time when the guys just changed the map a couple of times until they eventually came up with the layout that we have at the moment. Okay, now Smith Bar is gonna have his income in the middle right. Still, it did not get destroyed. Now Kerrigan's gonna have to go personally here to destroy everything that he has there. Yeah, he will have a salvage. He obviously will salvage, and then he's gonna have to get away. Come on. He just wants to waste her time now. He wants to bait her, okay? He's eventually gonna have to blink down. She did not have level 3, so she was not able to snare the guy. He's gonna spawn a cloud and then he's gonna have to run away. Look at this, the cloud is gonna be following Kerrigan. Kerrigan even feedbacks the cloud. She doesn't really like it, does she? Yeah, look at the ascent. He's trying to buy time for the others. Now in the meantime, Ryoshima is gonna get his markets in the middle, right? Look at this. He's got over... He's depositing like 1000 minerals now. He got so lucky in the first minute. He's got now 3000 from this one market. At this point, I really think he should withdraw everything. He's got 3000, 3093 now. The resources are gonna get like withdrawn either way now, but I mean, there was a chance for him to lose a lot of resources right over there. Yeah, now the guy has a lot of minerals. Look at this. Like 2000 and then another 2000 deposited, ready to give him some nice returns. Now Tryptophan is gonna have to salvage here, even though Kerrigan did not really see him. He will have to do that to be very safe. Now how are the spirits returns? He almost doubles the returns on both of these markets. Okay, he's got some extreme luck over here. Is he even using crystal balls? Because Ryoshima seems like the luckiest guy in the world right now. Okay, let me check Ryoshima. Come on, dude, where are you? He's number 4. Okay, let me look over his structures. No, he does not seem to be having... He has a lot of markets, but no crystal balls whatsoever. Yeah, this is very weird. He's very lucky. I believe that in this patch it was way easier to get a lot more income with the spirit. Yeah, so he will get extremely lucky at minute 9. How many resources does he even have? He's got, let me check, he's got like 4000 and then 500 deposited. This is about, how much? 500 times 7. This is about a total of almost 8000 resources at minute 10, which is insane for the spirit. At this point, he could just deposit everything in the bank and still manage to base in the game. Now Kerrigan's gonna try to figure out that she did destroy this part of Ryoshima's income, but he just got a new one right over here. This one is defended with turrets, and she's on the top right, so she won't be able to go after it very soon. He's gonna check this ramp, which is not bad, but you're gonna have to check more. Is she gonna leave? No way! She flew right past Tryptophan income, or Tryptophan's income. He's not Tryptophan, he's Tryptophan. Tryptophan is the guy with the other Kerrigan Survival YouTube channel. Not to confuse them now. Okay, Tryptophan is gonna get actually snared and feedbacked, and he's gonna have to run away. He doesn't quite get killed because he does have a lot of HP, about 500. Kerrigan's gonna try. Is she gonna try to flank him? Yeah, I think that's what she's going for, but the guy is smart. He knows she might be going for some of... for some traps, so he goes stop and he tries to run away from the Zerglings. He's not gonna go like full circle. He knows Kerrigan might be there. Now look at Lumnios with the Stukov. He's been untouched for the most part. Okay, yeah, he is very strong now. He is the definition of a fat Stukov. How many is this? There's like 19 infested dens plus the infested pit. Yeah, that's a lot of income for his Stukov. That's insane. Okay, Kerrigan will have to deal with that guy and then with Ryoshima before it's too late, because these two guys have by far the most income, and they will eventually be able to base. Okay, Ryoshima goes next to Kerrigan. Kerrigan sees him. Can he? Okay, he... Wait, what? She tried to like dash towards him, but she did not try to snare him. I thought she was gonna snare him. He could have lost so easily there. And by the way, if this guy falls, then there's nobody else who has nearly as much income as he does. As you can see, he's depositing how much? He's depositing hundreds in the markets for some reason. Like 500, 100, 200. He's not depositing like 1000. Yeah, it's because he doesn't actually have the gas for it. He doesn't have that much gas, even though he's got a couple of outposts. That is nowhere near enough. Okay, but... at the same time, okay, there is no difference between depositing 1000 and 500. It actually costs less gas, one less gas, if you deposit 500 rather than like 100 5 times. So you should almost never go for the 100 deposit. unless you're very desperate. Okay, now Luminous is gonna go for some of these Pigalisks to handle some of those outposts. Okay, now the Spirit is still on the middle top, going around trying to get outposts. Okay, now Kerrigan is gonna go after him. What is this animation? The monoliths have the actual projectile animation from the campaign. This is interesting. Because I know in the regular game that is not a thing. Or I guess, yeah, this is actually an older patch. So that actually happens. Now we have another Luminous with a Spirit. But he doesn't seem to be nearly as lucky as Ryoshima. Yeah, Ryoshima now is getting like thousands of resources in returns. He's got 6,000 and then he's depositing like other lots and lots of thousands. Now Kerrigan is eventually gonna scan for his income, so she will know where he is. And Stukov, yeah, Stukov will have to salvage his income. The Zerg threatening with banings to destroy everything, okay. And she even scans Ascendant's income, she sees Smithbard stuff. And the guys are gonna have to salvage eventually. Now Stukov is gonna go for a lot of these Ravagers, but he's not gonna be able to push just yet. Even though he's got this much income, he's still not gonna be able to push now. Even Team Nova's income gets discovered now. 3 minutes ago the survivors had the entire game all like at their feet, but now they're all of a sudden getting found left and right. Top right, rotate. Wait, what? Top right? Oh, he's gonna try and base in the top right. Okay. So Ryoshima is finally gonna go for a base, because most of these guys' income will get found. Now what is Kerrigan doing? Okay, she will go down. She'll go in the bottom left, and she's gonna try to handle every single bit of income she will be able to find. I mean, this Ascendant is still very confident in his income. He's not even salvaging, even though he doesn't really have a lot. He's got like income in 2 sides. And Stukov, look at Stukov. He's got so much. He's got, how many is this? This is like 9. An extra 6 is 15 infested pits. Yeah, Stukov is broken right now. He's crazy rich. He's dirty rich. Now Kerrigan is gonna eventually make it to the base of the guys. But I don't know, man. This might just be too late. She tried to snare Stukov. She barely does not get it. I mean, you should always combo your snare together with your primal roar so that you get the extra move speed. Okay, now Tryptophan is gonna have to salvage all of his income. Prophets and markets eventually get destroyed, even when Stukov Queen gets focused down there. Kerrigan is gonna go for Tryptophan's income, but the guys are already top right, basing together with Ryoshima, Stukov and Smith. Kerrigan is gonna try to clean up whatever she can find here, but she does not know. She doesn't know about the base just yet. She will have to scan soon, because if the base gets too big too fast, then there's no way the guys are gonna be able to destroy her. Or destroy it. Stukov is gonna, look at this, he's gonna try and base with like, how many? This is about 13 infested pits. 13, 14 infested pits, and he also has like 60 gas. He's been doing like a great job at farming. Look at all of these infested. Kerrigan's gonna try and teleport. I think she sees, yeah, she sees the base. She rushes towards the bottom right. She spams some Zerglings. I think she will get them into Banelings. Is that true? She's gonna get some more overloads. Yeah, look at this. Luminous is ready to fight the base. He's gonna get the Banelings. He's gonna get everything he's gonna need. Now Ryoshima doesn't have upgrades for the monoliths. Look at this. He's got like +3 damage and then only +6 armor. This is not good. Yeah, the guys' turrets are pretty squishy and bad. The guys are gonna have to focus down the spirit. She sees the spirit, she knows it's there. The spirit will have to blink. That is the only way. He will have to blink away. Look at this. Stukov is gonna try to defend him with a lot of infested. Yeah, but he will manage to blink away. Now Kerrigan's gonna try and go for all of these turrets. She will get focused by them, but they don't really do damage now. Yeah, they don't do that much damage. The Banelings are gonna get away from the stasis and they're gonna go to town on all of those things. Now Kerrigan's gonna try and go for the Ascendant and the Stukov. The thing is, excuse me, she doesn't really have income. She is very poor. She can only afford just a couple of Banelings. Now will these guys be able to eventually break this? I'm not sure. I don't think they will, but they just might. Okay, we have Stukov's income here too, yeah. Stukov has so much income everywhere. Okay, Spirit, no! Spirit walks right into Kerrigan. Spirit walks straight into Kerrigan's banings and he gets destroyed. Look at that. That was very sloppy by him. Now Nova's gonna get chased. Will she actually die by Kerrigan? She's gonna have to run away. She will barely make it out and Nova will live. But that was really bad by Ryoshima. He jumped right into Kerrigan's stuff. Now Kerrigan is gonna be able to go through all of these units and she gets surrounded here. Yeah, she will have to use the storm to actually get out of this place and spam some Zerglings. She does have 2-2 on the Zerglings, so they will be able to do a lot of damage. Now the Prophet, even Stasis is done once again. She's using the... or I guess the Cloud, no, that is the Cloud who's Stasising. Now Lumnios, Stukov is gonna have to run away. He gets cloaked there for a second and then he manages to get out of the base. But Kerrigan is in the middle of the base. She destroys Nova. Now Lumnios with the other Stukov is gonna have to run away. Yeah, now Smith Bar's Cloud is doing a great job at stasising all of those units. Now the guys do manage to eventually salvage, but Kerrigan seems to be trapped in here right now. Yeah, look at this. The hybrids are here to fight her. But will she be able to go out? Actually, she does have her teleport if she wants to. Yeah, she can always teleport away from here, but she chooses to use her storm to destroy a lot of the hybrids instead of going away with her actual teleport. And now the guys are gonna have to base once again. That was very unfortunate by Ryoshima. He did not really use his resources. Okay, that hybrid is gonna go down and then these banings are gonna go to town in all of these units. Okay, these are old patch banings, so they do have like a 130 HP only like 60 damage. So they aren't as OP, they're just a bit tankier. Lumious also is Spirit and he's gonna have a couple of upgrades. No, he's not gonna have any upgrades at the damage side. Okay, Kerrigan's gonna... okay, Zagara's gonna get blocked by all of these Ravagers. Okay, Kerrigan's gonna try and go for the actual rock for some reason. Yeah, she wants to go in the middle of everyone. We have Sanders trying to go for some units in here. He is kind of very low. Okay, Prophet is gonna go for another ward. Stukov is gonna spam some Aberrations and Ravagers on top of Kerrigan. Will she be able to go after those? No, she won't. She will run the opposite way. She is surrounded. She will have to teleport away. Now even Tosh attacking her. Now Tosh is gonna lose his income in the top left. He will have to salvage. He did salvage. He's gonna rebuild everything now. There is only Stukov who can really hold against. Stukov has the most income by far. Yeah, look at this corner. Stukov is just so strong just because of this only corner. Now Kerrigan, what is Kerrigan gonna do? Because she's still not going for a lot more income. I believe she's gonna try to actually snipe the Stukov. Yeah, that is almost her only chance at winning. Okay, she uses her E. Will she snare the Tosh? No, she won't actually go for Tosh. Now even the Prophet is gonna try to go for the Banings. Okay, one Ghost falls there together with all of his structures. Okay, and those Banings do a lot of damage, but that is not gonna be enough. Kerrigan's gonna go for a lot more of those bad boys. And she's also, yeah, look at this. Actually, Zagara is gonna try and go for a lot more income. Yeah, she also wants to be helpful, so she will have to go for her own Banings. By the way, Zagara hasn't really done much in this game to help. Okay, Kerrigan sees Smith's income and he's gonna have to salvage once again. Now he's broke. The Senate pretty much has little to no income whatsoever. Kerrigan will have to retreat for now, but she will be back with a lot more Banings than this. Okay, she sees Espresso's income now. No, she doesn't actually. The huge eco, I mean, it's not that huge. Kerrigan sees that the rock is getting attacked. She knows there is income in here. Come on, Kerrigan. You need to go after Espresso's income. She's gonna have to go for a couple more Banings for some reason. Okay, what's that? That is Zagara trying to push. I mean, Zagara is not as bright as Kerrigan. She will go for her own Banings, but will this be enough? Zagara does have her teleport ready. She can always teleport on creep, but the thing is, will she be able to break anything from here? Now the Prophet is going to be using another explosive word to go for the Banings. Now look at this, both of the Stukovs are going to try and go for the Zagara kill by trapping her inside these, with these aberrations. She will get down to 21,000 HP. That is not a lot of HP to have, dude. Now the Prophet is going to use explosive words left and right. Kerrigan will manage to break most of these with the Banings. Yeah, Stukov is going to be pretty low. Okay, please don't die, Tralala. Tralala is the only guy who's keeping these guys alive. Kerrigan will be able to break most of these with the Banings, but this won't be enough. She needs a lot more than this to break everything that Stukov has. We have only Tosh on the Team Nova side, who does have quite a bit of income. Actually, he doesn't have income at all. He's only got a couple of +4s. This is like nothing. Okay. Now Stukov does have insane income now with his, even with Ultralis Caverns, or Aberration Caverns, I guess. Yeah, these Aberration did insane damage, but they are not that tanky in this patch. Yeah, they only have 1450 HP. Okay, can Kerrigan not see this guy's income? Espresso's income? Come on, dude. We need to scout it. Okay, she eventually scans it. Even though I think she should have seen it earlier, because she did see the rock was getting attacked. Now she's gonna go after their base once again. Okay, she sees Smith there, but I don't think she will go for him. She knows he can just blink away any second he wants. Okay, now go back, Kerrigan. You need units. Kerrigan needs real units to deal with this base. She can no longer rely on like 50 banings. She needs like 200 supply worth of banings, or I guess like 120 supply. She needs all the banings in the world to break this. And yes, it could work with actual banings. Kerrigan is gonna go back. She is gonna build a bit more income, but the guys are pushing now. Look at this. Stukov is eventually gonna try and push with a lot of those aberrations. Now it's Zagara's time to actually defend. She does have Somphs actually. This is nice. This is very good. Now Stukov can do pretty much nothing against Somphs, because they are insanely tanky and they do a lot of splash damage. So none of his units can hold against the Somphs. Okay, now Kerrigan's gonna go for 1000 banings once again, while Zagara's gonna do her best to defend against that push. She will be sending the Zerglings or the banings with the speed, and they will get destroyed by that one word. Now Prophet is very buff. Can you see this? Kerrigan's gonna snare her. He's gonna get a couple of Brutalisks, but that will not be fast enough. Now Luminous, the Zagara, is gonna try to send some Somphs to handle a rock for some reason. Come on, you don't need to attack that rock, but if you want to, then okay. We have Stukov trying to push with a couple of infested Terrans, but I don't think those will do much. Yeah, look at this. Those do almost nothing. Kerrigan's gonna try and push from the middle of the base. Meanwhile, the Zagara's gonna try and spam some Somphs from the bottom. As soon as they can get a couple of Somphs, they should be able to pretty much destroy everyone in here. But yeah, Kerrigan's still going for Brutalisks. These aren't as good, these don't really have splash. Prophet is gonna try and use her beam to do damage. Yeah, but these Brutalisks have so much more range than her. She's gonna put down another explosive word. She sees the word, Kerrigan knows that it's there, but I don't think she can do anything about it. Prophet will eventually have to detonate. Prophet even using the vortex. Yeah, she does have it. Now Zagara's gonna try and go for some Somphs, even though I think it's a much better idea to just gather some income and then actually try to go for a lot more Somphs. If you have enough aberrations, I guess you can deal with the Somphs. Yeah, look at this. Those two Somphs just destroyed about 7 aberrations, like no problem whatsoever. That was beautiful. Now Kerrigan's gonna try and go after Stukov. It's just gonna store most of these units. Okay, Stukov, how many resources he's got? Stukov is kind of lacking gas now, if I'm thinking about it. He's got all the minerals in the world, he's got 3-3, but he won't quite be able to do much more than that. Okay, Kerrigan is gonna be able to go into the middle of their income. She's gonna see Smith Espresso. She will snare him, but he will go away. She will try and go for all of this income. Stukov will lose most of the Ultralis Caverns. Look at that. Yeah, they will get destroyed by the Zerglings. And now Stukov is in trouble. He's lost his income and Kerrigan is in the middle of their base. She eventually got to break it. Now even Zagara going from the bottom with a couple of those Somphs trying to destroy the defenses, the defenses of the survivors. Kerrigan will just teleport back once he destroyed Stukov's income, that was beautiful by her. She did lose like 5000 HP, but I do think that was worth it in the long run. Now Prophet is pretty much maxed out. She's got like 1000 damage and then 0.5 attack speed. So she's got like 2000 DPS. Kerrigan will have to push now with like Somphs and Brutalisks, because if she doesn't, then the Prophet will be able to destroy just everything she's gonna throw at her, including Somphs. Okay, the Stukov is gonna try and spam a lot of units, look at that. And the Banelings will be deflected eventually, but Stukov just used almost all of his charges. Okay, now look at those explosive words, those are doing real work. Is gonna, okay, she is gonna snare Prophet, but that won't be enough. The Prophet will use the Vortex and she's in extremely tanky at more than 1000 HP. Kerrigan is gonna need more than this to go for the Prophet. Prophet used to be so broken in the other patches, especially with the word that detonates immediately. Espresso just fell. How did he even die? Okay, Ascendant drowned in acid. I guess he walked into some banelings. He's now gonna go after Smith Bard's income. Or Smith Bard's Ascendant, because that is the only guy who's really keeping them alive. It's now the Ascendant and then the Stukov. Stukov really has now just a bit of income. He's not that rich anymore. Okay, she's gonna be sending a lot more banelings. Now the Prophet is here with the Vortex. She's gonna gather all of those banelings in one big ball and she will have an explosive word ready for them. Okay, that is nice. Now Kerrigan's gonna push from the bottom. She's at 8000 HP. She's dangerously low and she's gonna try to push with all of those banelings. But I think it is time for Somphs, Kerrigan. After all of this pushing, I think a couple of Somphs will be more than enough to destroy the survivors. Somph together with Brutalisks, those would be like the perfect combo. Okay, Luminous, Kerrigan is finally gonna go for some of her own Somphs. Okay, come on, no, the Prophet is there too. The Prophet can like 7-shot Somphs at this point, so they need to go for Somphs and Brutalisks. But will Kerrigan manage to break this base? Come on, now don't go alone, you need Brutas and you need Somphs, because the Prophet will just destroy you if you don't send those. Okay, the Prophet is trying to go after Kerrigan, he's trying to scout for her. She won't quite find her now, she will... I mean, what is Kerrigan doing now? I think she's saving up for something big. Now Stukov is gonna try and push with a couple of units all around the map. This is Tralala Stukov once again. Okay. Yeah, Zagara won't try to defend against this for some reason. Zagara will be... Okay, Prophet goes on top of Kerrigan, but yeah, he will manage to use the Vortex to trap all of those Corruptors in, and she will be using an explosive to destroy all of them. There's gonna be a huge explosion right over here. Okay, now use it and then... Okay, they did not die actually, they're still alive. Okay, the Prophet is gonna try and go forward towards Kerrigan. Kerrigan doesn't even care, she's not even trying to snare him anymore. I dived. And black hole, yeah, you did. Now Zagara's gonna try and go after Stukov with all of those banelings once again, but yeah, you do need a lot of units. Okay, wait, what? Kerrigan just left. The TL Luminous just left the game after not pushing properly for a whole 40 minutes. He just left, but I think it is good game already. Yeah, the game is probably over because the other Luminous doesn't seem to want to push. And Kerrigan has left the game, and this is a good game. It's a bit bad because they left the game instead of just letting someone take the kill, but it was still a great game.